Once upon a time, in an old undeveloped kingdom, a brilliant chemwarrior was at a river selecting and identifying chemical contaminants. How proud he was of being able to disclose thousands of chemicals. Sometimes he had some doubts about their identities, but after a little of discussion with his tentacles, he would make a decision.
My goodness, how many chemicals it's possible to find in the river?
To better organize his findings, he decided to separate the compounds by size and polarity and place them in different bags.
I really enjoy labeling so many bags.
But at some point, he became bored.
Why am I doing this? Soon all the people of the kingdom will come to ask me what I'm going to do with so many bags. God, I need help.
As in all good stories from kingdoms, some special help comes from strange animals. It could be a magical frog, a wise serpent, or even a powerful bird. But the only sound he listened was from a little creature. It was so small that almost no one could see it, but it was very convincing when it offered help.
I have some special friends that could help you to find the bags containing the bad chemicals, the ones that could cause mutations and cancer.
The chemwarrior became very suspicious. How come little single-cell creatures, even without a nucleus, could help a human being like him? No way, this will not work. But more and more bags were being piled, and although he was able to identify what compounds were inside, he didn't have a clue about the damage they could cause. Suddenly, he had an idea.
I will consult the witches of the kingdom. They always know how to solve unsolvable matters.
The first witch of the kingdom came and said,
I can help you.
She brought fancy computers and started to do lots of calculations. She selected a list of possible mutagens and carcinogens, but she was not so sure about her own list and decided to call other witches. They not only disagreed with her, but also selected another list of harmful compounds. But in one thing they agreed.
We need more data.
Oh my God, this isn't helping.
He scratched his head again, took a deep breath, and decided to ask the silly and tiny backwater for help. The backwater said,
Stay calm, Kimwater, and don't worry. I'm going to send the right creatures.
Next day, very early in the morning, they arrived. Very strange characters. One was the YG5185. He said that with the help of the S9 metabolic team, he could find the bags which would contain compounds that behaved like benzoylpyrene, pretty potent and known mutagen and carcinogen.
Oh, this will be fantastic.
Then the YG7108 arrived, fanatic for methyl and ethyl containing compounds similar to methyl metanosulfonate, so mutagenic. And finally, the oddest, YG1041, which alone would identify which bags would contain nitro compounds, such as nitropyrenes, nitrofluorines, and nitrobenzentrones, so mutagenic and recently recognized as human carcinogens. Additionally, YG1041 said that if he works with the S9 metabolic team, the bags with the most potent carcinogenic aromatic amines would be revealed. And they started to work, With great accuracy and speed, the back warrior's friends were able to separate the bags containing the compounds that could act as mutagens and carcinogens. Carefully, the chem warrior started to confirm each structure. For each compound, he asked again his little friends to check if it was really a mutagen and possible carcinogen.
Yes, yes, no, no, yes. No, yes.
Even the witches became excited and started to work with the data provided by the back warriors. Now, the chem warrior's work became much more exciting. He was ready to reveal to the kingdom the list of the potential mutagens and carcinogens that were present in the river. And the chem warrior learned how simple creatures, as the back warriors, even lacking a nucleus and being a single-cell organism, could be smart enough to help him.